The Bills' 2025 season ends in 33-30 loss against the Denver Broncos, which I think that Josh Allen and the offense play yard-wise 400 over 400 yards, but the turnovers, you could call that costly. You already say that Josh Allen cost you guys this game. So after the game is over, moving on to the next couple days, Sean McDermott got fired. And now today we have a report to say that the offensive coordinator, Joe Brady, is the new head coach. Talk to me. And then let's not forget about your owner throwing your wide receiver that y'all drafted under the bus, saying that he wasn't drafted by the GM. It was basically coach's decision. Fingers are being pointed everywhere else except for on the field. What's going on with your Buffalo Bills and what all these things are happening? How you taking this in?
I have so much stuff going in my brain. I don't know where to start. First of all, so I think one of the reasons why Joe Brady eventually got this job, if you remember, Joe Brady was the quarterbacks coach in Buffalo, I think when Brian Debo was still in Buffalo. And then eventually he became the offensive coordinator. So I think he has had a long relationship with Josh Allen. Now, Mr. Pegola, that's why some of these owners, they need to shut up. They shouldn't talk too much. And he doesn't really talk too much. But that press conference they had was stupid. The whole press conference was they were just there trying to defend themselves why they made the decision. You're the team owner. You can do whatever you want to do. I don't need an explanation. Don't put a 22-year-old kid, throw him under the bus. So, okay. So he says, his people, they ask him a question, how you fire one guy and then you promote your GM? And then his answer was, well, to be fair, it was the coaching staff. So now think about the coaching staff. He's talking about Sean McDermott, Joe Brady, like everybody, right? It was their decision mostly. They were pushing for Ken Koma. It wasn't Brian Bean and me. We gave in and we picked him, right? So he blames the coaching staff for that pick. He turns around and still hires one of the coaches you threw under the bus as the right man to lead the team as the CEO. It don't make sense. So you interview all these different coaches the past, I don't know how many days, only to come back and stay in-house. I'm not crazy about that pick. Now, maybe Joe Brady might surprise us, might surprise me, and become a great head coach. One thing I know, he has worked with some of the greatest quarterbacks we've seen. He was responsible. He was the offensive coordinator for Joe Burrow, right, in college. And look what they did. They won the championship. And he has helped Josh Allen reduce the number of turnovers. Last year, I don't know what happened this year. That's another story. So he has done that. But I don't know what the owners and Brandon Bean saw in Joe Brady, and they'll go like, you know what? He'll make a great CEO, right? This is going to be his first head coaching job,
Right.
which means he doesn't have strong connections in the league yet that he can bring in the right people to help him. Now, I'm a little skeptical right now. They can always prove me wrong. I want to see him bring a great defensive coordinator, and I need him to bring a great offensive coordinator. Like the whole staff has to be stuck.
So you think that Joe Brady shouldn't be the offensive coordinator? He should bring somebody else in?
Well, he's the head coach, so he has to bring an offensive coordinator. And I don't know what they're gonna choose to do. He can make the calls, but now he's gonna have more responsibilities. Now he's not only worried about Josh Allen. Now he's worried about the whole team, and he's never done it before. So he's gonna be learning on the job. That's why he needs that supporting cast. They have to be really, really strong and experienced. He needs somebody on defense who can he can trust and tell him, you are the CEO for the defense. Do whatever you do and make this work. Because he won't have time to look over there and look over there, and then at the same time trying to call players like Andy Reid. He ain't Andy Reid yet. So I'm a little worried with the direction they're going. I guess they can make me feel better depending who they bring in, those sort of stuff to help him. But I just don't see if they bring in coaches that will be learning on the job too, man, this is going south. This is going south.